Welcome to Funky Minds. Today, we're diving deep into something it's basically the lifeblood of how businesses reach you nowadays.
Yeah,
Digital marketing. We've got this really comprehensive video excerpt full of strategies, their impact, and we're going to unpack it all.
exactly. And our goal here, in this deep dive is really to cut through all the jargon. We're going to pull out the really important bits from the source material and just make sense of what can feel like a super overwhelming digital world, right?
Totally.
So you walk away understanding not just what these things are, but really why they're crucial for businesses,
Yeah.
big or small. Think of it as your shortcut to getting up to speed, maybe with a few surprises too.
Okay, let's get into it then. We all see it happening, but what is digital marketing, really, like at its core? And how does our source material explain how it's different, truly different from, say, sticking an ad on TV or in a magazine? It feels bigger than just using the internet.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
Fundamentally, digital marketing is about using the internet, search engines, social media, email, websites, apps, you name it, to connect with people. And that's a sharp contrast to traditional stuff like TV, radio, print, which is mostly, broadcasting one message out to everyone.
Right, a wider net.
Exactly. And the video we looked at really hammers home its power. Digital lets you target specific groups with incredible accuracy. You can measure exactly how your campaigns are doing, like right now in real time. And maybe the biggest thing, you can tweak your strategies instantly based on that data.
That real-time part is huge.
It's massive.
Yeah.
So yeah, while traditional ads kind of cast that wide net hoping to catch someone interested, digital marketing is more like fishing with a spear. You aim right for the people most likely to respond. And for businesses today, honestly, it's not really optional anymore. It's pretty essential.
Okay, that real-time optimization, that really changes the game. And speaking of precision, Google Ads pops right into my head. Our source called it a powerful tool. So how does it actually work? What makes it so good at getting people to a business's site when they're already searching?
Right, Google Ads. It's basically a pay-per-click system, PPC.
Mm-hmm.
Businesses bid on keywords, the words you type into Google. When your search matches those keywords, their ads can show up, usually right at the top, or maybe on other websites in Google's network.
Okay.
But the really fascinating part, and what makes it so different, is you're reaching people who are actively looking for what you offer right then.
Ah, so they're already interested.
Exactly. It's not interrupting their day. It's responding to their need. The video really stressed this. It drives much higher intent traffic. It even mentioned companies using very specific long-tail keywords. They often see conversion rates like triple because they're catching people right at the moment they're ready to buy or learn more.
Triple.
Yeah. And you can fine-tune it even more. Target by location, the device they're using, age, interests, even past searches. It makes your ad budget work much harder. And like you said, the measurability, it's just incredible. Every click, impression, conversion, your exact return on investment, it's all tracked instantly.
So you know exactly what's working and what's not.
Precisely. You can constantly optimize. Try comparing that to putting an ad in a magazine. The feedback loop is almost non-existent there.
Good point. That actively searching piece is definitely key. But what about businesses trying to grow, maybe small ones, who can't afford huge upfront ad costs? That's a big hurdle. Our source talked about affiliate marketing. This sounds really interesting. How does this partnership thing work? Does everyone actually win? Are there downsides?
Affiliate marketing, yeah, it's performance-based. So a business partners up with affiliates. These could be bloggers, influencers, maybe just someone with a relevant website. These affiliates promote the business's products or services. The catch is they only get paid, they only earn a commission when someone actually clicks their unique link and makes a purchase or becomes a lead.
Ah, so payment for actual results.
Exactly. That's why it's often called low risk, high reward for the business. You're not paying just for eyeballs or clicks that don't convert. You pay for the sale.
Makes sense.
And the affiliates, they use their own platforms, their blogs, social media, email lists to drive that traffic. So it's a win-win, ideally. Businesses get more exposure, more sales without that upfront cost. Affiliates earn income promoting things they hopefully genuinely like and that fit their audience.
Hopefully being the key word there.
Well, yeah. The video did point out a big potential pitfall. Success really hinges on trust and authenticity. If a business partners with an affiliate whose audience just isn't the right fit, you get low conversions, maybe even hurt the brand's image if it feels forced or fake.
Right, like getting a recommendation from someone you don't trust.
Exactly. Authenticity is what makes it work. If it feels like a genuine recommendation, people respond. If it feels like a cash grab, they tune out fast.
Okay, so Google Ads grabs people who are searching. Affiliates expand reach through trusted partners. What about just talking directly to customers, building that brand feel? Social media is everywhere, obviously, but what's the actual strategy, especially with, influencer marketing?
Social media marketing is all about that direct line to your audience. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, they give businesses unfiltered access. It's not just about posting updates, though. It's about engaging, building a community, creating content people actually want to share, which gives you that organic reach.
And then there are the ads too, right?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the organic stuff, paid social ads let you target with incredible detail. Demographics, sure, but also interests, specific online behaviors, even people who visited your website.
Hmm.
But what's really interesting, I think, is the two-way street it creates. Unlike old school ads, social media lets people talk back, ask questions, give feedback. The source material actually highlighted. There's brands that actively respond to comments, messages. They apparently saw about a 20% jump in brand loyalty
Hmm.
compared to ones that just broadcast. That dialogue matters.
That's a significant jump. And influencers, how do they fit in?
Right, influencer marketing. It's kind of a subset of social media, and it's just exploded. Brands team up with individuals who have built up a large, engaged following. The idea is they promote products in a way that feels more personal, more relatable than a traditional ad.
So different from just getting a celebrity endorsement.
Yeah, often quite different. Good influencers weave products into their content naturally. It feels less like a direct pitch. And this tends to drive really high engagement and conversions, especially, with younger audiences who are maybe more skeptical of traditional advertising. There was a surprising stat in the video influencer marketing often delivers something like a $5.78 return for every dollar spent.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes down to the trust factor. People trust recommendations from influencers they follow, sometimes almost like getting advice from a friend.
Okay, that makes sense. Now there's this phrase, content is king. It's almost overused, but it persists for a reason, right? What's the real idea behind content marketing and how does it link up with something like SEO?
Yeah, content is king. You hear it all the time. But the core idea is simple, really. It's about providing value before you ask for a sale. So creating and sharing useful, relevant blog posts, videos, how-to guides, podcasts, infographics that attracts and keeps a specific audience interested.
So you become a resource, not just a seller.
Exactly. The strategy, as our source put it, is to establish your business as an authority, a trusted source in your field. This naturally attracts traffic, builds loyalty, and people are more likely to buy from you when they're ready because they already trust you.
Okay, so where does SEO fit into that picture?
SEO, search engine optimization, is kind of the engine that makes content marketing work effectively online. Well-optimized content is simply easier for search engines like Google to find and rank highly. So when people search for information related to your field, your valuable content shows up.
It's not just about stuffing keywords in anymore, though, is it?
Oh, definitely not. The video stressed how much more sophisticated Google is now. It looks at user experience, how fast your site loads, whether it works well on mobile. So SEO involves your website structure, speed, mobile friendliness, and using relevant keywords naturally within high-quality, genuinely useful content. And the big difference here, compared to paid ads, SEO builds long-term organic traffic. Paid ads stop working the second you stop paying. Good SEO keeps bringing visitors long after you've created the content. Our source suggested it can actually cut reliance on paid ads by up to 50% over a few years.
Yeah.
That makes your whole marketing effort much more sustainable.
50%, that's substantial.
Yeah.
Okay, what about email? You sometimes hear it called old school, but our sources kept saying it's still really effective. And video's just everywhere. What makes these two channels still so powerful?
You're spot on about email. It might seem old school next to TikTok, but it's incredibly reliable. Why? Because unlike social media feeds where algorithms decide who sees what, an email lands directly in someone's inbox.
Guaranteed delivery almost.
Pretty much. Businesses use it for everything, nurturing potential customers, announcing new products, just keeping in touch to build that relationship. But the real power, according to the source, comes from personalization and automation, meaning sending emails tailored to the individual. Think about welcome messages when you sign up, reminders if you left something in your shopping cart, follow-ups based on what you bought before. The video mentioned, Personalized campaigns like these can generate up to 6 times higher transaction rates than just blasting out generic emails.
6 times. Okay, that's effective.
Yeah. And automation tools let businesses send these super targeted messages at exactly the right time without doing it manually for everyone. It feels relevant, not spammy. And then there's video. It's just dominant now, isn't it? YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels.
Everywhere.
It's just fundamentally more engaging for most people than text. You can test stories, show products in action, build brand personality really quickly. It's memorable. And the trend now, especially with short-form video, is grabbing attention fast.
Yeah.
Within seconds. Our source also highlighted live streaming brands doing live Q&As or events are apparently seeing engagement rates jump by 50% compared to pre-recorded stuff.
Because it feels more immediate, more real.
Exactly. That real-time connection, that authenticity.
Yeah.
The big challenge, of course, is just creating good video content consistently that actually stands out from the noise.
Right. The volume is immense. So, okay, let's try and tie this all together. We've covered a lot of ground picture. Google Ads, affiliates, social, content, SEO, email, video. Looking at the big picture, what are the main advantages that make digital marketing just so compelling now? And importantly, what did our source material suggest about avoiding mistakes and actually succeeding?
Yeah, pulling it all together, the source has really emphasized a few key advantages. First, it's cost-effective. Even tiny businesses can reach people globally for way less money than traditional TV or print ads. It levels the playing field. Second, those real-time analytics, getting instant feedback on what's working, traffic, conversions, engagement. The video pointed out this lets businesses shift gears in hours, not weeks, which saves a ton of money and improves results fast.
That agility is key.
Definitely. Third, the highly targeted reach. Being able to pinpoint your audience based on demographics, interests, online habits, it maximizes your return on investment because you're not wasting money showing ads to people who aren't interested.
Okay.
It's about the right message, right person, right time.
And you mentioned retargeting earlier.
Right. Fourth is retargeting. The ability to show ads specifically to people who already visited your site but didn't buy or sign up. Our source said retargeted ads can boost conversion rates by over 70%.
70. Wow. Because they're already warmed up.
Exactly. You're reminding them of something they already showed interest in. But despite all these pluses, success isn't automatic. A really common mistake our deep dive flagged was relying too heavily just on paid ads.
Without building the foundation.
Precisely. Not investing enough in organic growth like SEO and content marketing. Paid ads get quick results, sure, but organic builds that long-term sustainable traffic and brand authority that doesn't vanish when the budget runs out.
So what's the must-do then?
The must-do is having a strategic, holistic approach. Really understanding your audience, creating content they actually care about, and then constantly looking at the data and optimizing everything. Consistency is also huge. Posting regularly, updating content, engaging through email, keeping your brand visible. And maybe the biggest thing, you have to adapt constantly. The digital world is always changing. Algorithms get updated, voice search gets bigger, AI gets integrated, new platforms pop up.
It never sits still.
Never. Businesses that don't keep up, that don't adapt quickly, they just get left behind. It's as simple as that.
Wow. What an incredible range of tools and strategies we've unpacked, from pinpointing users with ads to building long-term trust with content. It really does give businesses power they just didn't have before.
It really does. And, if you think about the bigger picture here, digital marketing isn't just a toolkit. It's this living, breathing ecosystem of communication, of connection. And that constant change, that evolution, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What does this mean for how you, as a consumer, will interact with brands 5 years from now? Maybe more personally, what new skills might you need to navigate that future? Something to think about.
Subscribe and like for more videos.